Hey there, I'm Celia, a French freelance illustrator and full-time designer. Welcome in this new video. Today I'm testing the shrinking paper to create my first handmade earrings. I love to see people creating their own handmade things like earrings and pins. I already tried to create handmade clay pins and they look super cute, but it's a bit too thick to use the clay pins for the earrings. I recently bought some Gemini Mind shop shrinking paper earrings and I love them so much that I wanted to create some with my own illustrations. If you don't know the shrinking paper, it's basically a plastic sheet that you can draw on, and when you're putting this plastic under a high temperature, it's shrinking and losing about 60% of its size. You will see it's super satisfying to watch. It was a test, so I didn't want to spend too much time on the design in case it doesn't work well. And the shrinking paper is transparent, so I used one of my sticker design as a guide to draw my earrings. I'm doing it twice to have my two different earrings. I'm using some Posca pen to apply the colors. The Posca pen works really well on this surface because it's super smooth and it doesn't damage them. The cutting part is a bit tricky because it's plastic, so it's quite rigid, and it's complicated to do some clean shapes. Once I'm happy with the result, I'm punching the holes for the earring jewels, and it looks like this before going into the oven. In the oven, it's taking 2 minutes to shrink, which is super satisfying to watch. And it's almost finished. The Posca markers are creating a texture on the plastic paper, and when it shrinks, it's becoming even more textured. So I'm applying a layer of UV resin to smooth the texture and make the earrings super shiny. I'm really super happy with how it turned out. I was convinced that it won't work, so for the first time I think that's look really good and I will wear them myself. I also really enjoyed the creation process, so I will definitely do it again. I'm sure that I have a lot of things to learn, but it was really fun to do. Thank you so much for watching and following my experimentations. Don't hesitate if you have some question, and I'll see you next week. Bye!